Hey guys, welcome back to GoalMatol. Tonight, all eyes turn onto a fantastic FIFA World Cup 2026 class as Spain face Saudi Arabia on football's biggest stage. This is a 100% original Western team simulation. I personally recorded and edited this match for entertainment purpose only with no copyright issue, no third-party footage. Let's kick off.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Spain arrived at the tournament carrying the expectation of former world champions. However, after dropping points in their opening match, Les Roses knows that anything less than victory tonight could put their World Cup journey under serious pressure.
This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
And that gets things running. And it's Cucurella. Nico Williams. And here's Oyarzabal.
Saudi Arabia will have already shown their belong among the world's best. Well disciplined and full of confidence, they stop onto the pitch long. Another famous result is within reach.
Rodri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Abdul Hamid. And it's Abdul Hamid. Yamal. Oyarzabal. Pedro Porro. Rodri. Pedri. Nico Williams. Pedri. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Kubasi. Pedri. Pedro Porro. Yamal.
Oh, sweet feet.
Pedro Porro.
Lovely bit of skill.
Abdul Hamid. Chance for a shot! Pedri. Howson. Yamal. Can he deliver? Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. That's a good run down the left. Muscular approach does pay off here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Shapes to shoot! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Pau Kubasi looks to the other side. Nico Williams. Mikel Oyarzabal. Nico Williams. Showing good feet. Williams. Great diff. Gets the shot away! Rodri. Nico Williams. Here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Abdul Hamid. Nico Williams wins the duel this time. Can he latch on to this? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Out towards the flank. And it's Abdul Hamid. Mikel Oyarzabal. Cucurella. Laporte. Howson. Howson shifted upfield. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Abdul Hamid with the foul. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nico Williams cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi played over towards the opposite flank. Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. Does really well to win the ball there. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Defending of the desperate variety. Gets good distance on it. Pedri. Nico Williams. And here's Yamal. Yamal. Oh, he's in! He's still got it, needs help. He is just caressing the ball. It's gone for a throw-in. Pedro Porro. Kubasi. Played towards the other side. Cucurella looks to get on the end of this. Pedri. Kubasi moved on forwards. Yamal. That'll be a throw. Crossed into the middle. Cleared away. Saudi Arabia have reclaimed it. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Mikel Oyarzabal, Nico Williams, and it's Porro. Yamal, Nico Williams. Pedri, Cucurella. Abdul Hamid. Great work on the overlap. Brilliantly cut out. Laporte. Rodri. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Nico Williams. Mikel Oyarzabal. Danger averted for now. Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Abdul Hamid. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Cucurella. Laporte. Rodri. And it's played forward. And reclaimed it in a trice. Howson. Nico Williams. Howson, gently done. Pedro Porro. it's Abdul Hamid. Abdul Hamid's cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Saudi Arabia have got it back and they'll have another go. That's surely a foul, free kick. Pedro Porro. Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Rodri. Pedri. Laporte. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Laporte. Howson. Howson forwards and with intent. Played out to the right. Can he get onto this? Gets his head on it! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Spain, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Cucurella. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Spain are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Look, they've simply been punished for a sleepy start. Time for that wake-up call.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Good play on the left-hand side here. Abdul Hamid did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And that has been clubbed away. Have it back and can go again. Spain already trailing and we've barely begun. Abdul Hamid picks it up now. Cucurella gets it clear. And it's Abdul Hamid. Played into space. And they've got rid. Al-Kubasi gets it away. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Yamal getting this one clear. And the shot! Yamal. Rodri. goalkeeper stands strong.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Knocks it out wide. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Rodri. Yamal. Rodri. Nico Williams. That's tidy. And here's Oyarzabal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yamal. Kubasi. Cucurella chasing after it. Abdul Hamid. Proves too strong. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Yamal. Played out wide. Back into the middle. Nico Williams. Probing pass. So who's he picking out? Chance, surely! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Pedri. And there's the shot! Yamal. Nico Williams. Yamal. Quarter of an hour played. That's good play. Well, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he getting here? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Going for goal! They've played it short. Very nicely done. A chance to play it in. It's run loose here. Out to the right. Abdul Hamid, now here's the delivery. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Back in once more. Up he goes! Al Kubasi getting this one clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's anyone's ball now. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's hoisted clear. Played back in. Yamal defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Cucurella. Abdul Hamid. Oh, good spread. Nice control. And it's Abdul Hamid. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Succumbs to the pressure. And it's Abdul Hamid. That's very neat. Chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Oh, what a climb! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. And that's aimed into the middle. Cleared away. And it's Abdul Hamid. He's cut it out. Yamal. Kubasi. How Kubasi chooses to go cross-field. Nico Williams. Rodri. Pedro Porro. Oh, it's played into the area. Tries to get it clear. He's onto it in a flash. Yamal played out towards the right wing. Yamal out to the right. Shoots! Yamal, well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Rodri. Yamal. Here's Oyarzabal. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Cucurella getting this one clear. Rodri. Cucurella. Laporte. Cucurella. Laporte. And he goes cross-field. Pedro Porro. Pedri. And it's Cucurella. Yamal. Oh, that's neat. Pedro Porro. Oh, good spread. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's a throw-in. Cucurella. Yamal, cracking ball. Oyarzabal, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Cucurella, now he's off and running. Square.
There's been a genuine flow to this game so far, but that might mark a major shift in momentum now.
And it's Abdul Hamid. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Abdul Hamid's cross.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Cucurella. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Abdul Hamid. Yamal. And And it's Abdul Hamid. Abdul Hamid tries making a foray down the right. Oh, such a clever touch. Rodri, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, crossbar! Pau Kubasi, and he goes cross-field. Pedri. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Laporte. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been cut short. Saudi Arabia ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Yamal. Abdul Hamid. Abdul Hamid. That is lovely. Plenty waiting in the middle. Cross goes in. Header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Laporte forwards and with intent. Cucurella. Laporte. Nico Williams. Laporte. Abdul Hamid makes the interception. Abdul Hamid. Oh, it's come loose. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro drives forward on the overlap. Pedro Porro. And that's a good intervention. Abdul Hamid. Back into the middle. It's Abdul Hamid. A real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Played towards the other side. Now that's well seen too. Tries a shot! And he's there to get it away. Mikel Oyarzabal. Nico Williams. Pedri. Nico Williams. Pedro Porro. Nico Williams. And here's Yamal. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the ref's been lenient here, and can he'll get too many more chances. Oyarzabal! Oh, off the bar! Yamal. Rodri. And here's Oyarzabal. Rodri. Yamal. Pau Kubasi, gently done. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Now it's Williams. Yamal. Aimed in towards the centre. That has been knocked clear. Played out to the right. Oh, nice touch. Time to deliver. Now that's a fine challenge. Yamal. Yamal puts his foot on the gas. And it's Cucurella. Here's Oyarzabal. Here's a chance to shoot! Abdul Hamid. Oyarzabal. Lovely feet. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nico Williams. Rodri. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Abdul Hamid. Into the channel. Nico Williams. Laporte. Cucurella. Howson. Pedro Porro. Pedri. And it's Cucurella. Williams. Aim forwards. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Yamal. Spain keep the ball but can't do anything meaningful with it. Howson. Cucurella. It's an inviting looking ball that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Abdul Hamid. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Rodri. Yamal. Cucurella. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Some good work on the right flank here. Lovely feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, great chance! Rodri. Laporte. Pedri. Kubasi. Rodri. Nico Williams. Nico Williams played out to the left flank. He can get that clear. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Moved on forwards. Oyarzabal. Yamal. Pedro Porro. And here's Yamal. And here's Nico Williams. Turns and goes back. Pedri. Rodri. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Oyarzábal plays it short. And here's Pedri! Just off target.
Pedri certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. That's been easily repelled. Yamal. Oh, perfectly measured that. Cuts out the pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Abdul Hamid. And it's played forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pedri. It's a good run down the right. Yamal. Now this could be it. Williams! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Pedro Porro gets over and intercepts. And it's Abdul Hamid. Skims one in. Pedro Porro. Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Pedri, who's set up one goal so far.
Well, what we're seeing here is a recipe for winding up your supporters. They're over-elaborating on the ball when someone should be taking responsibility to release it forward. You can sense the frustration all around.
Great defending, strong and determined. Cucurella. Spain can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Kubasi. Rodri. Pau Kubasi chooses to go cross-field. Cucurella chasing after it. Pedri. Rodri. Yamal. Caresses it through. Out of play for a goal kick. It's Abdul Hamid. He's had a shot! Nico Williams getting this one clear. Played into the middle. Unai Simon gets his gloves on it. Nice and calm. Pedri looking up to see who wants it. Aim forwards. That is a little undercooked. Pedro Porro. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Rodri. Pedri. Nico Williams. Pedri. Nico Williams. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi played over towards the opposite flank. Spain to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Abdul Hamid. And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Big chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Pedri. Howson. Pedri. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Williams. He is just caressing the ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Moved on forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. Rodri wins the duel this time. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it.
Well, for me, Peter, it's kind of possession without penetration now. They have to change tack, they really do. Is offering a right smile there.
Kubasi. Spain getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Cucurella looks to get on the end of this. Nico Williams. Pedro Porro climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And it's Abdul Hamid. Howson can get it clear. Oyathabal given the lift of his goal. Williams. And he's managed to get free. Cucurella. Cucurella puts the ball in. That is a brilliant interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pedro Porro. Rodri. Pedri. Nico Williams. Spread out to the left. And here's Nico Williams. And he shoots! Having a shot! More pressure on the opposition goal.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Out to the left it goes. Nico Williams. Looking here to chip it through. And he's there to clear it. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looks to the other side. And it's played forward. It's a mighty effort! Couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
That's really well manoeuvred. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Out to the right. Abdul Hamid, and he's gone backward here. Oh, nice touch. That's a nicely weighted pass. Cross in. Cucurella. Howson. Pedri. Pedri chooses to go cross-field. Pedro Porro carries the ball down the right. And it's Porro. Pedri. Nico Williams. Nico Williams looking for a runner. Nice control. And can he finish it? It's off target and by quite a way.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
It's Abdul Hamid. Nice physical challenge. Yamal. Abdul Hamid. And he goes cross-field. Kubasi. Cucurella.
The first chapter of this World Cup battle is
Vicious
complete.
ball here.
Spain
He's in
have
space
tried
and looking for options.
to impose their style, moving the ball with confidence and searching for
Abdul
opinions.
Hamid.
But Saudi Arabs have so incredible determination,
So both teams
matching
emerge the
their
same as they were
opponents
before the
with
break.
energy, discipline, and
Excellent
witty.
challenge there,
With 45
uncompromising.
minutes running, this
Saleh Javier
conflict is
really
happening
was
in
well
the
marshalled there
balance.
because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Spain going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Laporte. Cucurella. Decent progress down the left. Some good work on the right flank here. And he's making progress on the ball. He's taking on the lot of... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Pedro Porro. Kubasi. Nico Williams. Yamal. Rodri. Yamal. Kubasi. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. It's Porro. And here's Yamal. Pedro Porro tries across. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Played towards the other side. Rodri. Nico Williams. Pedri. Played with finesse. Oh, not quite on the same wavelength. Pedri. Rodri. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Rodri.
Look, good possession is one thing, but they seem as if they're passing time at the moment, keeping the ball for the sake of it when they know it has to be moved with much more attacking punch.
That is lovely. Nico Williams. Pedri. Pedri chips it through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Pedri. Nico Williams. And here's Yamal. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Howson. Pedri. Pedro Porro. Pedri. And it's Cucurella. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Cucurella crosses.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Muscular approach does pay off here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Howson. Rodri. Pedro Porro. Searching pass he's played there. Played into space out wide. He is through here. Decent chance! Abdul Hamid. He's in! Shot a goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cleared without complication. Find the finish! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Laporte. Cucurella. Pedri. Yamal. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Abdul Hamid. Out towards the flank. Looking for a decent ball in. Yamal. Pedri, moved on forwards. Cucurella, Williams. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Yamal does really well to win the ball there. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Foot in. Laporte. Howson. Aim forwards. Rodri. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro chasing after it. And here's Nico Williams. And it's Cucurella. Williams. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
Abdul Hamid. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Laporte. Cucurella. Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Pau Kubasi, gently done. And he cuts out the supply. Abdul Hamid. Yamal, Pedro Porro, Kubasi, Pedro Porro, Cucurella. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Cucurella. Laporte. Cucurella. Laporte. Nico Williams. Abdul Hamid. Real chance! Yamal. Cucurella. Rodri. And it's Porro. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Pedri wins the duel this time. Oyarzabal under intense pressure.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Oh, good spread. Abdul Hamid, backward it goes. And the shot!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mikel Oyarzabal. Rodri. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Pedri. Laporte played over towards the opposite flank. Williams. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Hamid tries to think it through, and the ball is out of play. Yamal. Now it's Yamal. Oh, easy pickings there. Hamid. Kubasi. How Kubasi shifted upfield. Pedri aimed forwards. Moved on forwards. And it's Hamid. Now then, the ball's come loose. Laporte. Now it's Williams. Oyarthabal. Nico Williams. That's very neat. Great defending, strong and determined. Nico Williams has been caught there, it's a foul. And here's Yamal! Oh, it's come loose.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's played forward. It is quite a run he's making here. Very nicely done. Knocks it out wide. And it's Hamid. Yamal. Good take, and is he in? That's not going far. Cucurella. Lovely bit of skill. Cucurella. Touch. Oh, smashing header. In he goes again. A real chance and a real let-off.
Lamine Yamal clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro, forwards and with intent. Pedri. Yamal. Out to the right. Cross goes in there. Cleared away. There are a few waiting for it. Cucurella. Now here's the delivery. Hamid. Nicely shaped cross. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Pedro Porro. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Laporte. Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Kubasi. Pedri. Nico Williams. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oyarzabal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Oyarzabal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Clears it away. And here's Nico Williams. And it's Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Oh, such a clever touch. Tries to get it clear. Caused a worry or two. Oyarzabal goes short. Oh, sweet feet. It's a threatening ball.
Spain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Cucurella. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Laporte. Cucurella. Pedri. Laporte. Cucurella. Laporte. Pedri. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Nico Williams. Does really well to win the ball there. Rodri with a definite foul there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Nico Williams. Laporte. Cucurella. Pedri. Rodri. Oyarzabal. Played out to the right. It's a goal kick. Abdul Hamid. Saleh Javier really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, it was big. Abdul Hamid. Abdul Hamid comes inside. Pedri. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Nico Williams looking to run onto it. And it's hoisted clear. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Proves too strong. Moved on forwards. And it's Abdul Hamid. Rodri. Pedri. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Pedri, gently done. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Pedri, and he goes cross-field. It's a promising run he's making on the right. And here's Yamal. Showing good feet. Yamal's cross. good play. Nice physical challenge. Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Pedro Porro. Now he's got space here. And claimed it back swiftly. It's Abdul Hamid. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Yamal. Nico Williams. Spread out to the left. Succumbs to the pressure. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Yamal. And here's Yamal. Pedro Porro puts the ball in. And it's Pedri. And that was very necessary. That's tidy. And here's Yamal. Abdul Hamid. Great run on the overlap here. Abdul Hamid going great guns here. Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending. Cucurella did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's played forward. Nico Williams in acres of space out wide. Time, excellent interception. Kubasi. Spain getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Pedri. Pedri shifted upfield. Yamal wins the duel this time. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Pedri. Cucurella. Rodri. Played back in. Can he deliver? And that's been well dealt with. Abdul Hamid tries making a foray down the right. Takes a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Spain can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Pedri. And here's Nico Williams. Played out wide. Cucurella. Plenty waiting in the middle. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rodri. Nico Williams. And here's Oyarzabal. Can he finish?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Laporte. Nico Williams. Yamal. Mikel Oyarzabal. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Nico Williams. Yamal. Ooh, delicate chip through. It's out of play for a goal kick.
Both be pushing for another now. Could be a critical phase.
Oh, good spread. Aimed in towards the centre. Yamal. Yamal. Rodri. Pedro Porro. Nico Williams. Now it's Yamal. Turns and goes back. Pedri. And here's Nico Williams. Now it's Yamal. Abdul Hamid does really well to win the ball there. And he thumps it clear. Well, we expected better, and so did he. That's really well manoeuvred. Well read, nice interception. Yamal. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Oyarzabal really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Out to the left it goes. It'll be a throw-in. Goes for a shot! Cucurella. Howson. Aim forwards. Rodri. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Porro. Pedri. Yamal. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Yamal has got himself a free kick. It's Pedri. Tries to get it clear. Pedri. It's one through. Corner it is. Oyarzábal with the short one. That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Abdul Hamid.
Saudi Arabia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Williams. Cucurella. Moved on forwards.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Can he latch on to this?
Saudi Arabia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pedri. Cucurella. Spain desperately searching for the winner here. And it's Rodri. Now who's going to be first to this?
Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Pedro Porro. And it's played forward. Yamal. Nico Williams. And here's Oyarzábal. Nico Williams is fouled. And he's going to have his name taken. And he's heaved it away. Laporte. Laporte forwards and with intent. Nico Williams. Pedri. Rodri. And here's Oyarzábal. And the finish! It's really well cleared. Not much subtlety about that challenge.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Nico Williams, spread out to the left. That's tidy. Time to deliver. He's well positioned here. Clipped into space. Defending of the desperate variety.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Yamal. Rodri, gently done. Ball is over the line. Williams. Clears it away. Toro. Howson. Laporte. Laporte shifted upfield. Pedri. Howson. Pedro Porro. Spain do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Williams. Played out to the right.
Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Abdul Hamid. Nico Williams.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Aim forwards.
Saudi Arabia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Howson, gently done. Referee's given a throw. Abdul Hamid. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's played forward. Cucurella. Pedri. Kubasi. Moved on forwards. And it's Porro.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oyarthabal. Nico Williams. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's Porro. Whistle's gone, that's foul. It's hoisted clear. Up he goes! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And it's played forward. Nice looking ball. Cleared away. Oh, sweet feet. Out towards the flank. That's very neat.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. Great chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, look, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Kubasi with the clearance.
Saudi Arabia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Oyarzabal. No question, that's a foul. And he can't get it over the wall. Cucurella crosses. Oh, the clearance is short.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oyarzabal! And somehow he managed to miss it. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Out to the right. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Saudi Arabia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That's good play.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Saudi Arabia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Jim, it looks to me as though both sides are shifting their tactics here, aren't they?
Well, it's attack versus defence now, and it's actually quite abrasive. One side looking to get balls into the box, and the other doing their utmost to repel whatever arrives.
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Into the last 5 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Kubasi. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Yamal gets into a good position. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oyarthabal. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Cucurella. Spain have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Deftly away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Played out wide. That's going to go a long way. And that is out of play. Danger averted for now.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He is just caressing the ball. Saudi Arabia cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Real chance! Cucurella. Nico Williams. Rodri. Yamal. And it's Toro. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. It's run loose here. Out of play for a throw. Lovely feet. Oh, some tackle that. No foul, says the referee.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. So it's chance for a shot! Unai Simon trying to keep this in. And he's there to clear it. Back into the middle. Played back in. Pedri does really well to win the ball there.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, he's got a sight of goal.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Tries a deft little ball. Oh, it's come to nothing.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Saudi Arabia to make one last surge forward.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Calmly anticipates. Pedri. Cucurella. Pedri. Howson. Saudi Arabia have to get it into the box and quickly. Gets it away. Saudi Arabia have got it back and they'll have another go. Laporte. Cucurella. Laporte. Rodri. Laporte. Cucurella. Muscular approach does pay off here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Nicely intercepted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Four added minutes on the board. And it's Abdul Hamid. Oh, that's nice. Pedri. Cucurella. Howson. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Pedro Porro looking to hit the byline here. Nice control. Pedri. It is now or never. Time is against them. Lovely bit of skill. Yamal wins the duel this time. Mikel Oyarzabal. Kubasi. Howson. Pedri. Laporte. Laporte shifted upfield. Pedri. He's shifting through the gears here. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Succumbs to the pressure. Driving forward. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Aim forwards. Dealt with nicely by the defence. What a throw in. Thinks about the shot. Pedri. And it's Cucurella. Saudi Arabia cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Nice physical challenge. Laporte. Kubasi. Nico Williams. Kubasi. Howson, gently done. And it's gone back to the keeper. Moved on forwards. Oyarzabal. Rodri. Yamal. Williams. Calmly anticipates. Abdul Hamid. Well read, and the danger is averted. Pedri, Yamal, Nico Williams. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Pedri. Oh, good spread. For a goal kick. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Pedri. Yamal. Williams. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Abdul Hamid. They are right into last chance territory. Kubasi. Pedri. Laporte. And it's played forward. And it's Cucurella. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's it, nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Another unforgettable FIFA World Cup nights come to an end. Spain and Saudi Arabia have given us a match filled with passion, intensity, and moments that remind us why the World Cup is the great tournament in football. Thank you for joining us on GoalMatol. Like the video, comment your man of the match, subscribe for more FIFA World Cup action. Stay tuned for more intense matches. See you in the next one.